All right, hello, we're looking at 3.1, lesson 3 of 3, midpoint. All right, this is our warm-up on slide 2, so if you're not here, you want to make sure you're looking at slide 2. I'm going to read through it, and then you'll try it on your own. We'll go over it. So it says, let's say you're standing at point A, and I'm standing at point B. If we meet halfway on this graph, where would that be? Where would we end up meeting up? So go ahead and try this on your own, annotate in Desmos, pause the video, and then we'll go over the answer in just a moment. All right, assuming that you have paused the video, you've got your work, let's check. So might be helpful. I mean, there's so many different ways we could do this. You could just kind of eyeball it and guess where the middle is. We could go, okay, you're gonna go one jump, Mrs. A is gonna go one jump, you go another jump, Mrs. A goes another jump, right, to find the middle, which would be 2. This is the middle at 2, right? The total from 0 to 4, right, divided by 2 is 2. So there's a lot of different ways we could find this, but if you don't have 2 with a dash on it, showing that's the middle, the midpoint, where we'd be meeting up, go ahead and add that to your notes. Add that to your Desmos. All right, so this is our midpoint formula, the formula itself. And what's going on here? What's happening? So we've got these weird letters here, x sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 1, y sub 2. Don't panic. Just like with slope formula, we're just talking about 2 coordinates. So x1 and y1 is the first coordinate, and the second coordinate is going to be x2, y2. So what we're doing is we're adding both x values from these 2 separate coordinates, and we're going to divide them by 2. And then that's going to give us, it's kind of this weird thing, but this midpoint formula, the midpoint, mid meaning middle, middle point, middle coordinate. Notice that this formula is in parentheses with a comma. So this is going to give us an x and y value. It's going to give us a coordinate. So to find that coordinate, to find the x value of the coordinate, we're going to add together the 2 x values from the 2 points we're looking at, divide them by 2, and then do the same for the y values to find the new y value. So essentially what we're doing is we're taking the average of the x and y values from our original points on the graph. All right, so remember, taking the average of something, you're adding up all the numbers that you see, dividing it by the total that was there. Let's say 5 of you submitted an exam, and I want to find the average score. I would add up all of 5 of your guys' scores and divide it by 5 because there are 5 total. So similarly with here, but we're only looking at 2 points, right? There are only 2 values. So we're going to take the average of the x values. We're going to add them both up, divide by 2. That's going to give us our new x value. Y values, add them up, divide by 2 to find the new y value. All right, so if you don't have this on your notes, go ahead and update. Give you guys a moment, and we'll move on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and practice this as a class. So point A is at this specific coordinate down here, and point B is at this coordinate up here. We want to find the midpoint of this line segment AB. So given this line segment AB, we want to know where is the middle value. Where would we end up? Where's the middle? Again, kind of eyeballing it. It might be somewhere around here, but we want specifics. We need the specific coordinate. So unfortunately, we can't say that's our answer. But what we can do is use that midpoint formula that we just found. And they kind of have it color-coded for us, so let's kind of keep that going. So point A, that's x1 and that's y1. In blue, point B, because they used green, we'll say that's x2, sub 2, because it's the second point, and then our y2 value. And again, the midpoint formula, just to recap, we're going to take the x values, add them together, divide by 2 to get the new x value for midpoint. For the middle point, and then we're going to take the y values, same thing, add them together, divide by 2 to get the new y value for our point. All right, so let's go ahead and plug this in. Again, kind of color coding to help us out where we're plugging in. What are we doing here? All right, let's see. So x1, so that's going to be -7 plus, let me get this set up here, plus y, excuse me, hold on, x1 plus x2, so that's going to be 6. And that's to find the new x value for the midpoint. Now to find the new y value, again, all I'm doing is following the color coding, following our formula. X1 is -9. We're going to add that to x2, which is +3. If you need some help with adding and subtracting these integers, there is a calculator. There will be a calculator. It's not right there right now. But there will be a calculator that you can click on here in Desmos. So you can click on that to reference. All right, so let's figure this out. -7 plus 6 should be -1 divided by 2, -1/2. -9 plus 3 should be -6 divided by 2, which can simplify to -3. So we're looking for, let's just double check, -7, yep, that's -1/2, 9, 8, 7, 6, yep, -3, okay. So when x is -1/2, let me just get that, make that a little bit more clear. When x is -1/2, so somewhere along there, y is going to be -3. So where that intersection is, that's going to be our midpoint. That's our middle point. And that's it. They wanted to know what is the midpoint. Our work is done. No more work for us to do. We have found it. We have even graphed it, showing the middle point. Middle point. All right. Midpoint, the middle point. Okay, moving on, now on slide 5, I want you guys to try this one on your own. So I encourage you again to pause the video, try this out on your own following that formula, and then when you're ready to check your work, resume the video. All right, assuming that you have paused, you've got your work, let's review. So again, our midpoint formula, x1 plus x2, we're just taking the average of the x values, add them up, divide by 2, add up the y values, divide by 2, and let's see. So A is blue, so this is x1, y1. B is in green, that's our x2, y2. And we're just going to plug it in. So all of the 1s, the first point from A are in blue. All of the 2s, the second points, are from B in green. Okay, so we're going to get this set up for us. Divide by 2, divide by 2, and we're adding. Okay, now we can plug it in. All right, x1 is -1, y1 is 8. I'm going to double check this too. X2 is 7, Y2 is 3. I just didn't want to change colors. Let's just double check. It's better to go one by one, the X's together first. Let's double check. X1, -1 plus X2, 7. Yep. Y1, 8 plus Y2, 3. 8 plus 3. Okay. It's always good to go slow, double check. I know you guys don't like going slow, but especially for these kinds of things when we're plugging something in, the answer could be very, very incorrect if we're making a little mistake. So we want to go nice and slow, deep breaths, right? We've got time, it's okay. We don't have to rush all the time. In life and also in math, it's going to be okay. All right, so let's check. Again, you will have a calculator by the time you're watching this video. This should be +6 halves, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 halves. 6 divided by 2 is 3 and 11 halves. It's almost 6. That's going to be 5.5. Yeah, 5.5. Okay. So I'm just going to double check. Yeah, 5.5. All right. So this is our midpoint. Let's double check. When x is 3, +3. Okay. When x is +3, y should be 5.5. 5.5. All right. Bam, midpoint. And I forgot on the as a class to label this. Midpoint. This is our midpoint. Midpoint. The midpoint. The middle point. And then we'll box. That's our answer. That's it. These questions, by the way, are from your Khan Academy homework. So you may see this exact problem later on your homework, and now you've got the answer. I got the answer for it. All right, then we had a brain break. We're going to skip that. Partners, this is a recording, so kind of hard to do partner work in a recording. Go ahead and try this on your own. Try this on your own again. And then you can review. I'll put I think I have the answer key already. Yeah, answer key is on 8, so go ahead and try this one on your own, and when you're ready, click next to check the answer key on slide 8. And then looking at slide 10, go ahead and let me know how confident are you feeling with this lesson. Remember, for your homework for 3.1, we have now unlocked our last topic about midpoint. And watching this video today is when your quiz for 3.1, your CJ quiz is due. So please make sure you get that submitted. As always, if you have any questions at all, I know it says here in Desmos, any questions? But this is a recording, so please put your questions in the Canvas inbox. Send me a quick message if you're unsure about something or just need some help, have a question in general. Let me know. I'm here to help. All right, that's it for midpoint. Thank you guys. Good luck. Bye, everyone.